there's some tips on some stuff you should have in your car, and I'm going to tell you one of the primary tips besides having a couple other things, a lot of things, something people don't think about. I know it's like you get these Mylar blankets and stuff. They're junk. I'm going to tell you right now, they're crap. I was surprised. I got this at Wally World. This is not a product endorsement. I wasn't going to pick this up because I was looking for something made in the USA, and I thought they had everything China. This happened to be made in the USA. It's only good to 40 degrees. But if you're in a car and you have cold weather on, gear on, you have a coat on or something, and the car's keeping you somewhat warm, you'll still get hypothermia if, say, you're stuck someplace because of a snowstorm. You hear about these things that are happening. We're probably going to have some record blizzards in the Northeast, right? This is a 40-degree sleeping bag, but this will be okay, actually, if you're in a car and you got cold weather jacket on, you put this over you. It'll be a lot better than 40 degrees. Made in USA. Here's the price, $19.97. Nice and small and compact. You know, nice and small and compact. Another thing to get is, they call these the Johnny Warmers. They don't make them anymore, but Zippo makes them. These put out like heat, and they'll last about, I don't know, about 10 hours if you got them lit right, and once they're broken in, as long as they're in a pouch. They'll keep you warm. In other words, one body part, in other words, say it's on your neck, you put this on your neck, you say the back of your neck is cold all the time or something, or whatever, or your hands are cold. Keep it in the pouch so it doesn't, because actually the metal can get hot. The more it's exposed to air, the hotter it gets and the quicker it burns, but it does a real slow burn with no smell in the pouch, because it's just enough to restrict the air and to restrict that burn. It uses lighter fluid like that, and it's a very handy thing to have with you. You could actually have this all prepped or just take it with you in the car. Just have maybe a big lighter to start it up with or something. Another thing is you want a first aid kit, but besides the first aid kit, I would take this, because if you actually did have some kind of injury, one of the biggest problems is infection. Man, this stuff is cheap. I mean, you're like Equate brand, freaking, I don't know, $6 for that thing. And actually I've been in the habit of keeping a sleeping bag in the car. This is my old Camino over here. I'm working on doing some rust repair. You can see I actually have my old mil spec. Here it is back here. Mil spec. Oh, that's the cold weather. It's back here. It's in that black bag back here. That's my mil spec sleeping bag, and here's some sweatpants. See, I was always prepared for this stuff. I don't screw around. All my cars have this kind of shit in it. Actually, there's an E-tool, I think, in every single car I have, and I'll tell you what an E-tool is. Actually, I like the old style with the handle and the pick, but this is an E-tool. It's called an entrenching tool, military style, and you just straighten it out like that, and you just turn this, and you got a shovel. The cool thing about this is, like, usually when you're stuck, that's enough. It's better than shoveling with your hands. And usually when you're stuck on something, it's some ice. You want something to chop the ice with. Another thing you want to have is starting fluid. For one, you could start your engine with it if there's something problem. The other thing is, say you don't have enough battery to get the engine started. And it's cranking really slow. A shot of this might just get you started. Say your engine's cranking too damn slow. A shot of this can help you out. It doesn't matter if you got electronic fuel injection, the best computer management system, or whatever. Having a shot of this with a battery that's borderline might just get you started. You want to have chains. I have two different types of chains. These are cable chains. Those are the Alpine chains. Duct tape, can of gas, and the other thing is, this is a snow shovel that's plastic, right? But I'll tell you one thing, it's made in Canada, and anything that's made in Canada is regarding with snow, and they got their shit together, trust me. It's got a little bullshit label on there, but it's not weak. I heard it's a pretty strong shovel. There's not all plastics are equal. If you got that crap made in China, it'd probably break first time it froze, But that's what you want to have in a car. And especially with a strong emphasis on that sleeping bag, you want to have a flashlight. This is a little LED flashlight, simple, no electronic shit. Just You know, it's the old Rayovac style. And you want to have some tools. But you know, people are not doing that type of stuff, but especially on the clothing. And you know, actually I have in here, even though it'll tell you this can cause you to sweat, these plastic bags can help you out with some more insulation. You can put them over you kind of loose. It'll give you a little more heat. You don't have to like plastic bags, like these real heavy lawn leaf construction bags. You can put these over you, over your clothes. Yeah, I know it'll make you sweat, but if you have them on there kind of loose where they breathe, that'll give you another a layer of insulation of air to keep you from freezing to death. Because I can tell you there's going to be a lot more problems with this kind of stuff. Usually it's these people out there that got the, you know, the brand new car. They're too much in a hurry to do all this kind of shit. It's usually the guys that don't have much money. They have an old pickup truck. They're prepared for every damn thing. But you know, people that driving a freaking $80,000 BMW, they probably won't have this kind of shit, or they get sold some kind of crap that cost them, you know, a $400 freaking winter preparation kit that probably isn't going to help them out. Like I said, this was 20 bucks. This thing is probably one of the most important things to have, because the biggest problem is warmth. And even though that's rated 40 degrees, it's more compact that it's not rated for 0. But if you're in a car and you have a winter jacket on, you're not going to really need a sleeping bag that's rated to like 0 or, you know, 20 degrees or something like that. This probably will suffice. But like I said, it's just an emergency thing, and for that much money, you're supporting an American product, which is surprising that Walmart's actually having a couple of these things here and there. And I'll tell you one of the things I would actually put in there more than anything is first aid kit, the antiseptic. The Johnny Wormer's nice, but you know, it's optional. The sleeping bag is important. You don't even need to have the sweatpants or anything like that. The chains are nice to have. The duct tape, the starting fluid, I would put it as a definite. And versus even having that big snow shovel, this little compact foldable e-tool is, at least it's better than no shovel. And usually the problem is you get stuck on ice. You want something that can chip away that ice. So, but even though you're prepped all the way, there's always some shit can happen. Especially like accidents. Watch out for the other guy. And also a flashlight. A flashlight that doesn't work off your car battery. You want something that's reliable. No gimmicky electronic flashlight. No gimmicky electronic flashlight that hand cranks and powers up that doesn't need batteries. It's bullshit. Okay, I'm going to tell you, just get a good set of batteries, put it in your flashlight, and it's one simple LED bulb. This has no electronic shit. Every one of those electronic flashlights, just about every single one of them, have screwed up on me over the years. I use only mag lights or simple lights that do not have any electronic shit in it. That's the only way they work. You know, better off even having some tools or vice grips or channel locks or whatever, fine, or duct tape, but especially having something so you don't freeze to death is definitely the most important. And that's only 20 bucks, made in the USA. That sleeping bag. That and your e-tool is probably the two most important things in your first aid kit, in that flashlight. And that, my friends here, is one of the main reasons I wanted this hardtop, because I wanted to keep more stuff in this Jeep without having it get ripped off. And nothing really expensive, but it's a hell of a lot harder to get in here with this. Even though I got these plastic windows, everything's covered up, out of sight, out of mind. It's covered up in plastic. So anyway, I think there's some good tips, because you know, you don't need them, and all of a sudden the time you need them, it's only one day. That one day is the time that is like, you'll be so damn glad you got it. Just like having a generator. I got the diesel generator underneath there. I hardly ever use it, but when I do, I am so glad I got it.